At some point, someone probably told you that you were strong. Maybe they meant it as a compliment. Maybe they were trying to encourage you. Maybe they said it the way people say it when they don't know what else to say. You're so strong. You'll be okay. You'll get through this. And you smiled. And you nodded. And you kept going. Because that's what you do. That's what you've always done. You keep going. You hold it together. You manage. You function. You show up. You push through. You survive. And you are tired. So deeply, quietly, completely tired. Not just from today. From all of it. From years of walking on eggshells and managing his moods and monitoring his tone and calculating your every response. From the constant low-level vigilance of living with someone whose reactions you could never fully predict. From pretending everything was fine when everything was not fine. From shrinking and shrinking and shrinking until you barely took up any space at all. And now you're out. You're healing. You're doing the work. And somehow it feels like there's still no room to stop. Like healing is just another thing you have to be strong for. Like rest is something you haven't earned yet. Like you can only slow down once you're fully okay again. I want to offer you a different idea. Rest is not the reward at the end of healing. Rest is part of healing. It is not laziness. It is not giving up. It is not weakness. It is one of the most important things your mind and body need right now. And you are allowed to have it. Think about what your nervous system has been through. For months, maybe years, it was running on high alert. There was always something to track. His mood when he walked through the door. The tone of a single text message. The silence that meant something was wrong. The look that meant you'd done something to upset him. The way a normal evening could shift into something frightening in a matter of minutes. Your nervous system learned to never fully relax. Because relaxing wasn't safe. Because the moment you let your guard down was often the moment something happened. So it stayed ready, constantly scanning, constantly prepared. That takes an enormous amount of energy. Energy that was pulled from everything else. From your joy, from your creativity, from your relationships, from your sense of self, from your body. And even now that he's gone, your nervous system doesn't automatically know it's over. It's still listening for danger, still bracing for something. Still waking you up at 3 a.m. with a heart that's beating too fast and a mind that won't stop. You are not broken. You are exhausted. There is a difference. And exhausted people need rest, not motivation, not pressure, not one more thing to push through. Rest. But here is what I think happens for a lot of women healing from this. Rest doesn't feel allowed. Because for so long, your worth was tied to your usefulness, to how much you were doing, to how well you were managing everything. Rest made you vulnerable. Rest was something he could criticize. You're lazy. You're too sensitive. You need to toughen up. You always make everything about yourself. And so you stopped resting. You stopped stopping. You learned to keep moving because moving felt safer than stillness. Because in stillness, there was too much room for the things you were trying not to feel. And now stillness still feels dangerous. Rest still feels like something you have to justify. But you don't. You don't have to earn rest by being productive enough first. You don't have to deserve it by having a hard enough day. You don't have to explain it to anyone. You don't have to feel guilty about it quietly in the background while you're doing it. You can just rest. Because you're a person. And people need rest. That's the whole reason. What does rest actually look like right now? It doesn't have to be dramatic. It doesn't have to be a week away somewhere or a perfect quiet afternoon. Sometimes rest is much smaller than that. It's giving yourself permission to not respond to that message tonight. It's sitting outside for 10 minutes without your phone. It's canceling plans without constructing an elaborate excuse. It's watching something easy and not feeling guilty that you're not being productive. It's sleeping in and not spending the morning mentally punishing yourself for it. It's saying, I don't have the energy for that today, and letting that be a complete sentence. Small things, real things, things that tell your nervous system, even quietly, even briefly, you can put it down for a moment. You're safe. Nothing is required of you right now. That message, sent over and over in small moments, is how the nervous system slowly learns to unwind. And there's something else I want to say. You are not behind. You are not failing at recovery because you need to slow down. The women who heal most fully are not the ones who pushed hardest. They are the ones who learned to be honest about what they needed, who stopped performing strength when what they actually needed was softness, who gave themselves what they had been waiting for someone else to give them for years. You waited a long time to be taken care of. You waited for him to see how tired you were and choose gentleness. He didn't. That wasn't coming. So now you have to be the one who sees it, who chooses the gentleness for yourself. On the ordinary days and the hard days and the days when you don't have anything left to give, you are allowed to stop today, not because you've earned it, not because everything is handled, not because you've healed enough to deserve a break, just because you're tired. And tired is enough of a reason. Put it down for a little while. The healing will still be here. The work will still be here. The strength you've built will not disappear because you rested, but you might feel it again for the first time in a long time. The quiet, the softness, the simple feeling of not being needed by anything or anyone for just a moment. You deserve that. Not someday. Today. Rest now. You've been strong for long enough. I'm here with you. Subscribe to Stories from the Heart because you deserve a place to land when you're tired of holding it all together.